is a beverage with a personality. Band leaders may come, band leaders may go, but this one goes on forever. Yes, simply forever. He's a marvelous man, delightful smile, a charming manner, an amusing line of talk. He's shaken up already, but we're given an extra one for luck. My greatest friend. Here he is, known to millions of people. He's none other than, it's a one-watch and chain, sorry. He's none other than, ring twice and ask for Rosie. That's not it, sorry. Jack Jackson. You've heard him often, the Mayfair and the Dorchester Hotels. Jack Jackson.
How do you do, ladies and gentlemen? Now, you hear lots about people taking lessons on saxophones, trumpets, and drums. Now, this is all very well, but it's not uplifting socially. To take lessons on conducting an orchestra, now that's something. So I propose to give you some lessons on how to conduct an orchestra. Now, the first thing you'll need is a baton or stick. Now, these vary in prices. Some are £10 for gold-plated ones, £5 for silver-plated ones, and like these I use for 2 and 9 pence a bundle. Now, the next thing you'll need is a suit. Now, get one with the muscles built in already like mine, because you always want to look well, and also don't forget to get a good suit, because should anything go wrong, you can always step back into the tailor's window and earn a few shillings. Now comes the question of a band. Well, you can get one of those cheap enough, I mean. Only folding, boys.
Oh, that's all right.
Now, for our first piece, we're going to take that well-known Poet and Peasant, the overture. Now, the first thing you do, and you must do when you're in front of an orchestra, is to tap the stand with a stick in order to get attention from them, like this. Of course, it doesn't always work, and you have to use other methods, such as... Hey! Now, you raise the stick in the right hand, stand erect, and bring it down. See, it's very easy. Thank you, boys. You see, now, we go on to the next. Thank you, boys. That's fine. Now, you see, pupils, it's very... You see? You... And one for luck. All right. That's all for today, pupils. Thank you.
Well, that was Jack Jackson. And now for a pre-war drink. I don't mean that Jeanne de Casalis is a pre-war drink, but you wait till you hear what she talks about. You'll laugh until your eyes water, but worse than that, until your mouth waters too. This is the pièce de résistance, i.e. the onion of the menu. A few precious drops of Jeanne de Casalis.
Hello? Is that Bullock the butcher? I say, is that butcher the Bullock? The what? It is. Oh. Well, I have a very special order to give, so I'd like to speak to the principal boy, man. No, the thick one, the round one, the one with a little moustache on one side and teeth rather like tea leaves. Yeah, you're him. He's you. Oh, good. Well, now, Mr. Bullock, my husband is very, very seedy. In fact, for several days he's been on the nerve of a vergous breakdown, and... You're a butcher, not a doctor. Yes, I know. That's why I want something very special, because he's really quite off his usual colour. You suggest what? A bird? Yes, that would be a nice change. Do you suggest, Dickie, a little bird, or perhaps something more in the nature of a hen? Depends whether he wants eggs or meat. Yes. And tell me, how do they run? No, not their condition, their price, yes. How much would an ordinary animal without too many of the usual muscles and bones come to? Depends on the weight. Yes, well, I don't know what he weighs exactly. Something in the nature of 200 pounds, I should say. Some bird. An ostrich? I'm alluding to Mr. Feather's weight. You don't weigh them with a feather. Ah. No matter. Now I come to think of it, he doesn't care for games, so we'll wash out the bird. I say we'll wash out the bird. You always do. Good. Tell me, have you anything in the way of a nice little tail? You have. And what amount to? I say, does your little tale amount to much? As much as that, really? Good gracious, that's a great deal for a mere side issue. Ah, well, he'll have to do without a tail, that's all. Have you any other cheaper extremities? What about a little kidney? Have you a nice little kidney that would do? You have. But you don't want to part with it. It's been reserved. Seems very extraordinary that there should only be one kidney in a large concern like yours. Yes. Well, I'll settle on your little kidney, Mr. Bullock, yes. But I'd like to have a look at it first. You don't send them on Afro. Well, send it along as soon as possible, won't you? Because Mr. Feather's very anxious to get at it. You bet he is. Yes. Oh, Bullock, wait a minute, Bullock. I've just remembered. The doctor particularly told me to give him fish. Yes, I'm so sorry. It's just come back to me. The fish, yes. So, would you mind looking up Tacklewaite, the fishmonger's telephone number? You'd mind very much. Ah, well, I'll just give him the noodle left over from lunch, that's all. Goodbye, goodbye, goodbye.
Well, here's a last drink to rob you of your sobriety and to rob Wilton of his. I don't think you'll come to much harm. Well, not to the long arm of the law, anyway. I don't want to spoil it for you. So here's to Rob Wilton himself.
I'm one of the lads in blue. I'm a member of the force. Whether I'm on days or whether I'm on nights, I've only got to walk about looking at the sights. I get along all right. Nothing ever upsets me. I might have been a soldier or a sailor if I hadn't been a bold PC. 5 to 4 on. 5 to 4. Ah, that's right. 1 and 9pence to come. That makes it right. Yes. I'll have to put this book straight, you know. This police business is mixing all my betting up. I don't know where I'm going to... What's this? Wandering Jake. Wandering Jake? I don't know whether that's the name of a racehorse or a murderer. Wandering... Wanted for manslaughter. Oh, it's that fellow we can't find. I don't know where he is. He's, well... They don't give you much to work on. I mean, you see, there's nothing here. There's no... Description of man wanted. Dressed in brown suit, all except blue serge, coat and trousers. Hair just turning grey. May have turned by the time you catch him. Believed to be lurking in some passage between Yarmouth and Aberdeen. Oh, well, I mean, you can't mess about with a thing like that. I'll never find it. Well, I say I'll never find him, but if I do, it may not be him, and if it is, he may say it isn't, and you can't fiddle about. I don't know, they do give you some... Of course, I'm a sergeant, you see. Well, when I say sergeant, I mean I'm practically a sergeant. It's only a matter of 3 stripes, and clothes are quite heavy enough in the warm weather without them, especially when you've got to separate 2 women who are knocking each other about all over the street. Not that I've ever done it, but I know a chap who has a friend who'd heard of a fellow having seen somebody do it, so I mean, you've got to be careful. Only last Friday night I arrested a fellow, but I didn't know what it was for, and he wouldn't tell me, so I let him go again. I mean, you can't fiddle about over a thing like this. And the other day, only 2 days ago, a small boy of about 12 years of age picked up a stone and threw it straight through a plate glass window. Then he started to run up the street. So I ran down the street. I wasn't going to be blamed for it. And about last Thursday to be, yes, it would be last Thursday, we arrested a great big navvy. Only just 3 of us. A great big navvy. Oh, what a scuffle. Oh, I never saw such a scuffle in all my life. And I watched it all straight right through from the start. He seemed to get the best of both of them. But I never lost my head. I kept telling them what to do, and they told me where to go. And anyhow, we let him go at the finish. He wouldn't come with us no matter what we did, so we let him go. And only last Saturday night, I locked a woman up for being drunk. And on Monday morning, she told the magistrate she wasn't drunk. Wasn't drunk. And she was worse than I was. And I might have been a soldier or a sailor if I hadn't been a bold PC.
Well, that's the end of the program. So long. Oh, I was going off the wrong way. Cheerio.